You're on
Yay.
and you're speaking.
Yes, but my problem is I understand many what you speak, but not all. And so if you ask something, I must, do you mean this or do you mean this? How shall I say that? It's difficult for me, you know, because my lesson in school is very, very far away, you know, and I must learn English now better, you know.
Okay. So,
Right.
do you understand what we're saying about how would you explain? Do you know the word explain?
Explain,
Like,
yes, sure. Explain, erklären. It's in German,
yeah,
erklären.
yeah.
Explain.
How do you explain spirit?
Spirit. For me, is spirit a good angel. It's over me and it's in me, you know. And I know my spirit say to me, I must help every animals, humans who are not so strong, who needs help, who have no future, no good future, you know. And I think that's the spirit, that's my mind, that's my inside. And if I see something, yes, that's wrong, I must go. I must take, I must help, you know. It's not possible for me that I think, okay, you must be careful because you must careful for your own. That's not possible because my spirit make it, and I make it in this moment. I help in this moment, and I have, how do we say in English, version, version. In my mind, I have a big project, you know. When I was a child, I want only to help, first to help everybody or every animals who are not so strong as I, you know. And that's now I want to help, I want to make, and it's everything in my mind, you know. And I think that's not my normal brain. I think it's over there, it's my spirit. I think that.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh, I lost my train of thought. So when you think about helping people, it's almost like God when he helps us. Is that what you would compare it to?
I haven't understand. Please explain me.
Okay. Let me think about this. Anyone else have a better way to explain it?
If you speak about God, God, okay. I'm Catholic when I was a child, but really I think God is in ourselves, you know. I think that, yes, that every people, every have a little bit God in it, you know.
That's what I was getting to. I just didn't know how to explain that to you. But yes, that's beautiful. Okay, anyone else want to share?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You did a good job on opening your mics. Your mic.
Thank you.
Sunshine 17.
Hi.
Hi. So how would you
when I think
define
about
spirit?
all that is.
Okay, so you would define spirit as all that is?
I can't make up my phone, you know, my I don't
It's
know how.
okay.
I
You
found
can
now
leave, you could leave your mic open if you want. It's okay.
now I have get it. I found it. Now it's okay. I can stop.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right. Anyone else want to share? I mean, we're in a breakout room. Don't be shy. You can discuss what you need to discuss and how to define spirit.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, so define spirit. Wow, that's really so complex because we, don't know everything right now. We have to remember because we knew everything before we decided to come down and save humanity and be light workers. So we're at a bit of a disadvantage, but again, going inside, going within to find that out. For me, it's always been what is spirit is peace and comfort and knowing that I will always be taken care of. Probably from the point, when you accept, and I know this is a kind of a non-religious or what do I say, non-dogma place. So everybody has their own definition of God, whether it's God, source, spirit. So I don't want to offend anybody, but like for me, accepting Christ as my Lord and Savior, that was a comfort to me and a knowing that I had that purpose. And then, of course, it grows as you get older and you learn more and you can stand in faith. So for me, standing in faith, knowing that all of God's promises are true to me, that in fact, we just heard a word from God basically a few days ago that a lot of people are in fear and a lot of people are not remembering the promises of the Lord. So for me, I think spirit is just knowing and feeling confident that I can leave everything outside the box. I don't have to worry about it. And trust me, trials have been overabundant, too many trials. But the key is to not, how you have a 3-lane road and you have the center and you have your left and right lane. So for me, just trying to stay in that center lane is probably the most effective for me. And knowing that every promise that I have heard is true and it is going to take care of me, basically. So I don't know if that's quite the meaning of spirit, but individually for me, that's what it boils down to. That he is peace, love, comfort, joy, sustenance. It's like the birds of the air and the animals of the feed. They don't have to worry about anything because it's provided for them. So I think that's about
That's
it.
beautiful. That's beautiful.
So
Yeah.
hopefully that resonates with someone else. And God bless. Many blessings to everybody. I hope people can dig inside, even if it's just one word or a quick example to share, and it would help someone else.
Thank you so much. Mark 369 is at work and he said he can only listen, but he says that spirit to him is within. It's our intuition. He says it guides me and it nudges me. So that's his thought, his message.
That's awesome. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, yeah. It kind of goes hand in hand with what you're saying and what everyone else is saying, really. So what about let's see, Queen Scent? Are you in here? You want to talk? What? Okay. What about Grazina? Is that how you say your name? You say Grazina? Oh, you're on mute.
Oh, yes.
There you
It's
are.
better.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi. Did I say
Um,
your name right?
Grażyna.
Grazina. Oh, that's so pretty.
We say Grażyna. Yes. Lovely to be with you all here. And it's for me completely new experience to take a part of such organization. I came here over MedBets because I'm medical doctor and I was working 42 years from the 32 in Switzerland as medical doctor for anti-aging, biological, and at last stem cell medicine. And when I hear about it, you know, it was something amazing for me. So I was study a lot of what only I could find, and then over 1 year ago, 21 August, I found this Ron group, and was from the beginning, you know, so interesting for me to be between people which thinking like me, because I can say in my work as holistic medicine specialist, it was very important to feel people, to take them, try to understand not only over the body and organ problems, but I am also Chinese medicine specialist, and Chinese medicine is something what really show us all person and energy. So it's like when somebody never was studied this medicine and hospital medicine, classical medicine, and to compare after this both is on beginning, oh my God, it's so something absolutely exotic. And so I came, it was for me like this subject of spirit was nothing new, because I saw organs, it's on the German, it's one sentence, everything is okay, only you have pain. It's like nice sentence, but to translate. And so it's from beginning, I was interesting, I will say in a school about science, about spirit, because not everything I noticed it's possible to explain only on a materialistic level. So it was important part of my work, and I try always to touch the subject. Mostly it was possible because on beginning I had like different people around me, but later on, like people were choosing me special because they know my medicine is holistic and biological. I was not using last 30 5 years in chemical medicine. So it was, so for me, of course, was always important to bring patient to relaxation. That's what we feel, to feel well with us and with our body, with our environment. It's like way, because we have some problem somewhere in our body, but at last coming situation. And Chinese medicine explained beautiful that liver problem, gallbladder problem has they are connected with emotion. Each organ has emotional is connected with some negative emotion, and it's yeah. So of course, medbed is something what is also interesting, because it's not only body reparation, but as we can find a lot about the subject, so important is our own frequency, how much we can get improve in our body. So I will say, in this environment, Ron and medbed group all over, we see that to take care about our emotion, about our what we thinking, we become, what we believe we become. Of course, life is around us as it is, and as I hear, most of us has situation. Also, I was living 32 years in Switzerland. Just now, since 1 year, I'm in Poland again. I've been between Switzerland and Poland, but my project, when I will have chance to do it, I want to do in Poland, CIC and special medbed center. It's something what is very important for me, to bring this medicine here. And of course, our medicine around is so like all over, and it will be really big shock when we are so far that this medicine really find acknowledgement, that we will get respect. Switzerland is a special country, and also insurance pay for this medicine, but here, and like most country, no. And of course, it's important. This is what Ron is doing, and what I like in all chat I found about this subject, the people are very carefully, they have respectful, and they really learn to live together on this like level, be respectful with each other. And
Yeah.
it's lovely. So of course, spirit is very important part to be like right person, to be happy with us. It is of course part of God energy in us. So it will be explained. So when we are bad with us, when we not respect our body, when we live very unhealthy, very and bad with each other, so stressful, and it's also touch us on the first way, and environment also. So to be aware of this importance of our relation, and when we know, when we understand that we have something like how is my morphogenetical field which connect all of us. So how we behave, how we're thinking, how we live has connection to every person. So it learn us responsibility on each level of our existence, and it's big big work to work on, also on this, what I'm thinking, how I'm talking. And of course, also around me, people don't believe and they not understand what I try to do, and it's so exotic, that everything. But I think we are not so far from point that we can show people, we can explain, we can, for how, first to really also make them happy with this, what we want to create.
Well, thank you. So you're saying that defining spirit for you is the connection with everyone.
With I will say, yeah, also with everyone,
Okay.
because spirits, also religion say it's like part of God in us, and we say Holy Ghost and part of Jesus. But when we understand which idea we create in our head impact not only this level connection, but also all energy in the universe. So it shows
Stop.
us how important
No,
is every
get down.
step in our life.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing all that. That's beautiful. I appreciate
Thank you
that.
for being a part of
Yeah,
your
thank you.
group.
Well,
Thank you so much.
It looks like we ended up with more people in our room. So hello, everyone. I don't know how you ended up here, but I don't know what your question was.
No.
Who is that? Who's speaking? Oh, Miss Mouse.
Stop. Oh no.
Your mic's
No, no,
open,
no.
Miss Mouse.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying to-
That's okay. So our question in this room is, how do you define spirit? I'm not sure what your question was in your room, but if any of you that popped into our room want to open your mic and fill us in on how you would define spirit, you're more than welcome. And while you do that, my dog needs to go out. Go let her out real quick.
Can't hear you, Amanda. You're muted.
I said, nobody wants to speak?
Hi,
You do, don't you? Come on.
hi. My name is Yvonne Saavedra, and I live in the Panhandle of Florida. As far as spirit goes, I feel I've been led to connect and collect different source material from source through the spirit, and it's helping me, I guess you could say guiding me in the direction that I need to go. And so I feel like spirit has the ultimate energy, and I want to put it as like a force field to direct everyone on the path that they need to go. And so it took me forever to get into to the breakout room, but I'm here, and my goal and my passion is with permaculture, and I did get my permaculture designing certificate, and I would love to do a community driven around the permaculture concept. So, but Source is putting a lot of people in that realm for me. And so I just love LWS because it's such an uplifting platform in a time of chaos, right? So I appreciate everyone who's here, and I guess I'll meet everybody when I can.
Thank you
Have
for
a-
sharing.
Yeah, no
Thanks.
problem.
Okay,
Hi, how you doing? Can you see me?
I can see you.
It's
I
a
do.
Pharaoh.
Can you see just the people in our room?
Yes, because I'm
Okay.
not in a breakout room. So I've gone around, told everyone that it's time to close the door and bring them back to the main room. So I'll give you guys just a couple minutes to sum up, and then I'll close all the breakout rooms and bring everyone back. Is that okay?
Sounds good.
Okie dokie.
Thank you. Uh, there was someone here who had her hand up and now she's not. She put her hand down. There she is. Do you want to speak? Your name's not on there, it just says iPhone.
I got into this room because I'm interested in spirit, but I'm not in your main room. How do I get into your main room?
Well, what's going on is we broke out into small little groups just so we can all kind of have a discussion. But we're about to all come back together. We are actually in the main room. I don't see where we leave and come back. So everyone else will come back to us into this room. So
I
you're
can
okay.
stay as an uninvited guest then.
No, you're absolutely invited. I'm gonna
Yes.
close the breakout rooms and bring everyone back.
Oh,
How's that?
that's splendid. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
As for spirit, I think it's just God's love animating us. That's what I think spirit is. I remember reading about the Chinese talk about the ones which are under that awful regime, you know, work for the government, and they call them the walking dead. So everybody in China uses that phrase, and it's the lack of God's love, it's the lack of spirit, I think. But I'm a newbie anyway.
Well, that's a beautiful definition of spirit, love.
Yeah.
Right? Well, thank you for sharing that.
Thank you very much for
Appreciate it.
letting me stay.
Okay, thank you.
I'll mute now.
All right. Thank
Hey
you.
everyone, coming back in. Woohoo! What a ride. The number's gonna keep coming up here. I've closed the breakout rooms. It takes, I give everyone 3 minutes to sum up. I've been in breakout rooms where I'm going, and just got cut off. So I put it for 3 minutes so that people can finish what they're saying. So once again, I apologize. I apologize for all the technical difficulties. It's really difficult when I'm in spirit to be functioning technically, and especially when the program doesn't want to work with me. So we danced a bit. For those of you who don't know, I had to assign everybody one by one by one by one, which was you know, first I went, wow, and then I went, oh, this is so much fun, because spirit was actually putting people where they wanted to go. And I made the saying earlier that the quantum consciousness was going to bring you over there. And as I was doing this one by one by one, I heard spirit say, it wasn't technology's choice, it was ours. So yeah, one by one, we'll figure it out a different way. But it was
Good night, ladies. Have a great night, ladies
It was
Sorry?
and
wonderful.
gentlemen.
Are we now in a new group?
You've all come back to the main
You're
room.
coming back. You're being
So long.
teleported in.
Hey,
I wonder what happened. We seem to have lost some people.
They'll be coming back here shortly.
They're still coming in.
Yes, they're all coming back. So if you can kind of figure out, hey, did everyone figure out who they would like to speak about the answers from the questions?
We didn't get a question.
We never got a question.
What room were you in?
We voted our room Johanna's room, but you left already, Johanna. Sorry, but we voted it for you.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm
Then,
here.
Okay, we'll work with that. Johannes, you can handle it anyways. I know you can. So, yeah.
Don't go to 101 next time.
All right. Thinking I'll move this over to my Zoom, or Tracy and I'll get together and we'll look at this account and make sure that all the boxes are checked. That we
It
can,
was the first time, right?
yeah, in here. Yeah, so welcome back in, everybody. I'm seeing the numbers rise. We've got 182. We've got more people waiting in the waiting room, so let's bring them all in. All right.
They're materializing in, like the transporter.
That's great. Wonder how many of them are the Alliance watching us. Welcome, everybody.
Trish, do you want to give me back hosting so I can do management so you can do your thing?
Sure, love. There you are.
Yeah, I turned off my camera because I kept losing, I just kept freezing.
There you
Okay,
go.
cool. Thank you.
got it. Okay. All right.
This was one of the most extraordinary experiences, having small groups, getting to know each other. Thank you so much.
That's very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, through the training, we're going to do that quite a bit. Only we're going to do it more effectively, I promise. Without all the hiccups.
Sam will
And
turn the
yeah.
microphone on.
Yeah, it was really good because Amanda and I really felt that you guys all deserved to meet up with each other and get to know each other as well. So that would bring the family close together. So that's why we did it. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. All right, we'll wait just for a minute and let everyone come back in, and then we will take it away. Amanda, what do you think?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. I think we're almost at where we were. We're at 182. Oh, there's some chats going on. Let's see. Okay. Was everyone able to get my chat message about closing down in 10 minutes? I just need to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to go into
Yes.
each room and
No.
deliver that.
We heard you.
Okay.
It was there.
Sorry if I put it in 4 or 5 times. I was going into each room and putting it in to make sure everyone knew. So it wasn't like I was trying to repeat myself.
Yeah, ours didn't come out in a voice message, Patricia. It came out in just a general scripted message.
Okay, I couldn't do a broadcast done like I usually can do on my account.
Okay.
So I'll have to look into that as well, because that would have been much easier.
We had like a notification with a countdown letting you know that's the time to get back to the.
Yes, yes. When I closed the breakout room, I allowed 3 minutes, so whoever was talking could sum it up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that did work. Thank you. All the input is helpful. All right. Thank you, everyone, for going through that and being tossed around the universe. It's kind of fun. And welcome back in. So what Amanda and I want to do to close it off is to, we were going to have 2 speakers, but time is a little bit less, unless it's okay for us to continue. I don't know if Tracy has other commitments, so I don't want to impose on that. But a speaker to come up from each of the rooms and share what transpired in the room and the answers to the questions. So I'm just going to look forward to someone in the group raising your hand. And if somebody in your group has already raised their hand, then you're covered. How's that? So 1 person from each of the 10 groups. Perfect. We've got 2. We've got 8 more to go. 3, 4. I'm
How do
getting.
you raise your hand?
Oh, you go down to your reactions down at the bottom of the screen and always pick the bottom one, raise your hand. If you pick the other one, it drops off. Your hand gets tired or something.
Okay. Thank you.
Michael Bull, where are you?
Okay, so I think we have a representative for each room. Is that correct?
Let's see, 1, 2, 3,
There's 10.
7, 8, 9.
Debbie's still on.
Okay, let's get this show started. So I'll invite you up and you tell me what question it was and the summarization of what your group came up with. And I always love to call on this person because he leads the way. So Dawn, can you come up and tell us what question it was and what you guys found out? How's that?
Okay. Did you literally want me to get up and walk to the front of the room? Because
Yeah,
I could
come
do
on.
that if you would like.
Love
Sorry,
it.
can't help myself.
I love it.
So we had a great discussion in our group, actually, just in general. And then when you came in to give us our question, we had some really, really great answers. And our question was, how do you define spirit? And so I wrote down individual persons' names with responses, but I'm not going to share those. I'm just going to share the general response. How do you define spirit? God living in me, walking with me, leading me always. My inner points that we all normally, that none of us can see except me, but I know it's there. As a part of divine creator with divine knowing, as a part of the one.
Wow.
There you
Inner
are.
voice, more and more hearing it.
I'm just sitting here.
Expression of God's voice, action and will. Synonymous with divine creator source God, beyond any definition, talk to spirit within my body, cells in my spirit. Pure love, kindness, and total happiness and total gratitude of everything. And I just got a couple more. Heart
Beautiful.
feeling without words, that is the essence of everything that is within me.
It's the essence of me.
Spirit in your heart, loving feeling, and then light within and without our internal compass, providing love and support. And I just want to tell Jan, I did write that down in time before we got cut off. So that was it.
Amazing. I love those responses. Thanks, Dawn. Your
Yeah, they
group
were great.
really, you went deep. You got a lot of answers out, so thank you so much. So I'm gonna ask everyone who's not talking to mute, if you can. I'm hearing a little bit of distortion there. Powerful answers, Dawn, thank you. Okay, so who else had the same question as Dawn? I would like for you to come up next. I think there's 2. There should be 2 other groups that had the same question. Okay, and I see.
Michael Bull was part of our group and we had the same question. He's our
I don't see him.
representative.
Okay, he's your representative. Then
There.
come on up here.
Yep.
All right, I see you now, Michael. Perfect. We're
Hey
gonna go.
Trish,
with
before you get started,
Yes.
I think Agritera was the other person that had that question. She had her hand up. Just so
Yeah,
you know.
that's where I'm going to. Exactly in sync. Thank you, Dawn. I'm looking up here to the right, and we got Agritera. Could you come on up and share your question and some of the answers, please?
Michael or me, Patricia? I'm sorry.
I'm going with you, love, first. 'cause
Oh,
you got your hand
okay.
up right quick. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Well,
You're welcome.
you know, so I thought our question was, what is spirit? And I think that as far as the summary goes, I can just say that it seems like everybody answered the question almost from kind of a different perspective, as if we were, you know, looking at something. And so in other words, we're all perceiving spirit in all these different ways, which was interesting. So I'll just run down the, you know, some of the comments quickly. Prime source creator, an inner knowing and trusting, there are different types of spirits. Someone talked about that for a little while. Someone said cutting away who you are and getting to who you really are, our divine essence, like a breath, not physical, but it embraces all of us, our connection to source, and a cognitive connection to all that is, knowing the truth, spirit, what it is that resonates with us, everything that is, source and strength, soul and spirit, life force, maker of all things seen and unseen, and everything and all of our imagination. So I hope I got everything. Thank you.
Awesome. Wow. A lot of wonderful answers there too. So diverse. I love it. Thank you. I gotta get to learn your name. So can you tell me how to say it again?
Agroterra.
Agroterra. Thank
Thank
you
you,
so much,
Patricia.
Michael. All right. We've got Michael Bull on the same question. How do you define spirit?
Yes, ma'am. And we came up with so many of the same answers as you can imagine. The collective consciousness is truly amazing. But what makes you the happiest within you? And the tears of joy and awe that are just unexplainable. The humanitarian that lives within us all, that wishes to help out in any way. As children of God, we seek to help out in all ways. In all that is, peace, comfort, standing in faith with conviction and confidence. With your intuition within, healthy mind, spirit, and body, happy environment, well, understanding your environment, and
Okay.
being aware and understanding that the collective consciousness is truly working in every environment. So the collective understanding and the love that animates us all.
Wow. Wow. Can you feel that, everyone? Like these answers are just wow, just raising the vibration. Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much to your group as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to call on everyone from question number 1. How do you fit spirit in your life? So, who is with question number 1? Agroterra, I'll get you to put your hand down, darling, please. I'm trying to focus. Okay, we've got everyone's hands up. I messed up again. So, everyone for question 1, how do you fit spirit in your life? Everyone else take your hands down for now, and that way we can see who it is. Okay, we should only have 2 hands up on the screen. Okay, Chuck T, you're on question number 1. Would you like to share with us what your group came together with?
We had question number 2.
Okay, we'll go with 2. How do I feel worthy of my divine connection?
I saw a couple of other people in my group put their hands up too. Does anybody else want to do it? If not, I'll run with it.
Let's carry on, Chuck. We got you up here and you're
Okay,
beautiful and
so
divine.
what is spiritual redemption? It's a spiritual battle to stand in your own truth for what you believe in. It's a transfer of one thing for another, and exchange negative for bliss. Spirit lessons for freedom. Recover something you had in the past. Remember who we are and not lost anymore. Release old experience for new spiritualness. And leave past behind and bring in the new.
Okay, Chuck, those are awesome. They're kind of seem to be pertaining to how to prepare for spiritual redemption. Is that the question?
Well, it was spiritual redemption. It wasn't, we did talk about the redemption appointment, but the scene was, I didn't realize that that's what we were doing.
No worries. Sounds like a good way to get prepared to me.
I couldn't agree more. We did talk about the fact that if you had all of the letters in your redemption folder and you put them down to 3 big letters, Y was a pretty good one. The
Yeah.
bigger the why, the better the thing. But we also talked about the fact that working on your inner self was the most important thing, not the
Awesome.
programs.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chuck. Awesome. And great work. Great work to your group. Awesome.
Thank you.
All right. So we're going to go on to, I really want this one. Who had question 3? Why do you think the Alliance wishes a spiritual redemption before funding? What group had that question? Was that you, Amanta? Okay.
Chuck,
Come
don't
on up
forget
here.
to put your hand down, Chuck.
Come on up here and share then, Amanta. And I think, Bob, did you guys have the same question in your group?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we'll go with Amanta and then we'll come in with you.
Hey, so I have a little thing that we agreed as a group to say at the end, but it's more for everybody's, but I'll read the answers first.
Okay.
So why do you think the Alliance wishes a spiritual redemption before funding? To ensure that we're working from our heart center, because it will be a spiritual experience. To ensure that we're working from our highest self as our light being that we are. To ensure that we're serious and we're doing the inner work as to eliminate those who don't want to do the inner work. Someone said, get out of your own way. Don't look outside of ourselves. Don't be distracted by other things outside what everybody else is saying. Go within. Look into a mirror and asking ourselves how valuable we are, knowing our purpose. Refocusing and basically going within on an extensive basis. Remembering who we are. Remembering to stay in spirit and that we are connected at all times. And so then we were talking about there's a few more answers that kind of lead up to this end one. So I'm just going to say we were talking about, we listened to that 4-minute recalibration one that Q and Ron and Tracy had put out last week. And we were saying, you know, going back to like, we are the Alliance, like we're ready when we say that we're ready, right? And are we physically, you know, putting ourselves in that position to have the courage to stand in our power, to have the courage to say, oh, we kind of all had an aha moment at that point. We're like, well, what if we're the Alliance? Because like he kind of alluded to that in that video. And so we're preparing ourselves. So we kind of as a group agreed to say, you know, as a group, as a collective, what if as the LWS collective, we all stood up, you know, within ourselves, still doing the individual work, but all stood up and said, we're ready. We're here. We're the humanitarians. We're fully in our hearts. We're within ourselves. We're ready for our spiritual redemption, you know, because we're creating that. And part of that too was living in, I think the last answer that was given was living in that now moment, being in the now, always just allowing ourselves to be in that moment and claiming that, you know, we're ready.
Can I just say something right there?
Because
Yes.
I'm not gonna miss out. When opportunity knocks, you don't complain about the noise. So here's what I'm gonna do. For 1 full minute, every single person in this room that wishes to come off mic and say, Alliance, we are ready. Let's do it.
Alliance,
Alliance,
We are
Alliance,
ready.
we are 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 ready.
We're ready.
We are ready.
Ready.
We are ready. Already. Ready now.
Go.
We are ready.
We are ready for redemption and our physical funding.
We go one, we go. Alliance, we are ready.
Alliance,
We are ready. Alliance, we are ready.
Alliance, we are ready.
Alliance, we are
We
ready.
are finished already.
We are ready.
So completed. We are ready.
Alliance, we are ready.
I am ready.
We are ready.
We are ready.
We are ready.
Alliance, we are ready.
Ready.
We are ready.
now.
Ready. Ready now.
Ready.
Ready now.
Ready.
Ready.
I am ready.
So ready.
Thank you, Sarah.
Alliance, we are so ready.
I am ready. We are ready. Ready.
Alliance, we are ready.
Ready now.
Alliance, we are ready.
You heard that. Alliance,
We are ready now.
Ready now.
Alliance, we are ready now.
Ready now.
Alliance, we are ready now.
We are ready now.
Alliance, we are ready now.
Ready now.
Alliance, we are ready now.
Am ready.
Alliance, we are ready now.
Ready now. We are
Completely ready.
Completely ready now.
Ready now.
Alliance.
We're ready now.
Now.
We are ready now.
Alliance, we are ready now.
We are ready now.
Ready now.
Yeah.
Ready now.
We are ready now.
Ready.
We're ready now.
Alliance, we are ready now.
We are ready now.
Alliance.
We are ready.
We are ready now.
ready now.
Ready.
Totally
Are
ready.
ready.
Ready
We are ready now.
Ready now. Ready now.
Science.
We are ready now.
Ready now.
We are ready now, as we always.
We are ready.
We're ready. We are ready.
We are ready now.
We are ready now, Alliance.
Alliance, we are ready now.
Let's go. We are ready now, as always.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, hold on.
Thank you.
All right, let's, whoa, that felt, whoa, I was issues going over the moon. You guys, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Music. We all came here to sing today, and I feel grateful. That was a beautiful rejoicing, gratitude. And I know the Alliance heard that, fam. Y'all are beautiful.
All right. Ready?
Excuse me, may I say something?
Got a little
We
bit.
are, hello, may I say something?
That was brilliant.
We
And
are
so it
the
is.
Alliance.
I was about to
We are
cry.
the
That was
Alliance.
really powerful.
Okay. Well, let's let Amuntasuna finish up.
Thank you.
I think I'm just about done because now I'm really emotional from that. Like it was, oh my gosh, that was amazing. Like thank you to our group for coming up with that. and for Spirit working with us. And thank you to Patricia for allowing, and Spirit to allowing us to do that, and ourselves doing that, because that was so powerful. And I don't think there's anything else. We just were taking a lot from, I would say maybe just rewatch that 4-minute video if you haven't, that was put out, because I've listened to it like three, 4, or 5 times now, and every time I take something else from it, it's super powerful. And that was really powerful. And I just have full body chills right now. And I just want to say one last thing. I told my group this, I want to share this, Patricia. Last week when I shared, I was not feeling in my power. I was feeling very, and I know you sensed that. And so Spirit told me, my higher self, I work with myself, and told me today to speak up and to speak up for the group and be that, and take my power back and be that leader. So I'm very grateful. And I love you guys all.
Thank you.
God bless you.
We love you too.
Everyone to
Thank you.
Pray for you, Amanda.
Okay.
Thank you, Amunta.
Why don't we get everyone to mute their mics so that Bob can say his, because we are at 4:09 and we still have 4 questions to get through.
I think that we don't want to bring anything down at all. I want to validate Amanda for your achievement, sweetheart. Within a week. And I want to just put it out there to everyone in the group. If you're going through something hard, with this energy of camaraderie, unification, and that we are the Alliance, at least a section of the Alliance with boots on the ground here, humanitarians leading the way, we can and will get through difficulties quite quickly and do the best we can. And, prime example was a Zoom today. Nobody gave up. Nobody got upset. We just worked it out together as a group. And I'm so grateful and honored to all of you for bearing with me and allowing that process to take place. That in itself was Spirit giving us an example. Are we going to be endurers? Are we going to hang in there and get through things together? And we did that. We did that today as a group. So thank you so much. And that power of saying, we're ready, Alliance, you can listen to that in the recording and know that you are part of that energy that we're creating in here. All of you are creating the frequencies, not just me and Amanda. We're here to facilitate, to create sacred space, to share what we know, and allow you guys to bring your knowing forward. And that's exactly why we're here. No one is more excited to say I'm ready than me. We're in with all of you. We are ready and we're going to do this. So let's all do it together. And thank you for failing forward with me today with the Zoom issue. So there you go. All right, we're going to give it over to Bob. Thank you, Bob.
Yeah.
You're welcome. I'm not sure how to proceed from here because we sort of had the feeling we weren't ready. The Alliance, our question was, why did the Alliance wish us to have the spiritual redemption first? And basically everything that we've said, including we are ready, is the answer. We didn't have that concept yet, but we do. I'm sure we do now. But we had things like, we have to be clear on our responsibilities before we before we can do them properly. And we talked about personal responsibility and working with the Alliance and learning as much as we can. And we need to raise our vibration to the point that this is a spiritual thing, and we can work with the Alliance. We can work with the sleepers and help them wake up if that's necessary. So The spiritual redemption will remove blocks, we believe. It will help us take the big view. It'll give us trust and faith in what we're doing. And, you know, if we don't do this, if we don't have the right frame of mind to begin with, this thing will just drag us down into the rabbit hole. It'll, and the vortex, somebody said, and I agree. Okay, so we need to raise our frequency, have a North Star in effect, a path, which, you know, Love One Society is all about, have a solid path to take things on. So if we're spiritual ready, we think that that the world needs to be spiritual ready too, because then they will come to us and help us. Some kind of had a fear that I have to do it all, and so we talked that through just a little bit as well. So basically, we need confidence to get started and to make this thing happen, and that's what we're trying to do here. And thank you to everybody.
Thank you, Bob. You know what? I'm really feeling, and to those who didn't come up and share about their questions, I'm gonna see if I can invite you to take that back to the chat and put those questions in and give your answers in the chats. And let's keep this vibration from the training going in the chats, because like Bob said, and what I'm feeling is we've done it by what we all just did coming off of mine. I really think that has, and we should, guess what? Let's end with something like that. If you're all okay, Amanda and I and Tracy are working on a room which will be for the spiritual training. And so what we'll be doing is sharing what we do Tuesday in there, Thursday in there, and having more people be able to share with what we're doing in here. So we're trying to open it up as wide as we possibly can so everybody can be involved. So I don't know, I'm just me, but I'm thinking I'm pretty beautiful with this energy that everyone just did. So as you're going out the door, open your mics and let the Alliance and let yourself and let the Creator know we're ready. How about that?
We're ready.
Okay.
We are ready.
See you Thursday.
We're ready.
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 As always.
For Alliance.
Ready.
Ready to go.
Ready.
Ready now. Very ready.
Right now. Ready. And we are ready as always, so we can start.
Yes, we are ready.
Yeah, so ready. We are ready.
We are confidently ready.
Oh,
Confident.
Trisha's ready.
Karen is ready.
Is also ready.
Trisha is ready now.
Celeste is ready. David is ready. Carolyn is ready. I am ready.
Earl is ready.
Time to go to work.
And is ready.
Time to go to work.
ready. Claudia is ready.
Ready.
I love this format.
Already.
Scotland.
I am ready.
Ron.
Ready.
Claudia.
I'm ready.
Ready. Tina is ready. Sherry.
I am ready.
Thank you.
I am ready. We are ready.
Ready.
I'm ready.
She is definitely ready.
I am ready.
Hi, everyone.
We are all ready.
Lee is ready. Those are
We
good.
are ready. We are ready.
Kelly is ready.
Karen is ready. Ready.
Rhonda.
I am ready.
We are ready.
Thomas ready, I like that.
Already.
I am ready.
Society's ready.
I am ready.
Ready.
I am ready.
Already.
That's right. The
USA is ready. We're all ready.
I am ready. The world is ready.
What a
I
cool.
am
Here we
ready.
go, one, we go all.
Kelly
On the
W
ground,
is
as
ready.
always.
Okay, Tracy.
Ready.
Hey, we're ready.